Well, let's cross live on the programme straight to Washington, D.C., to the Capitol, and speak to François Picard, covering developments for us from there pretty early this morning, where you are today, François. And look, Trump is heading back to the White House. It seems Americans have seen the Trump movie and they've decided pretty resoundingly they want to watch the sequel as well.
Yeah, it's numbers that are being digested. The polls got it wrong, Nadia. It is Donald Trump who is returning to the White House, only the second U.S. president to do so. And there is, at the same time, Donald Trump, who, as we heard in that opening clip, who has managed to flip the script in more ways than one. He has won over working class votes, which are traditionally the bastion of the Democratic Party. To win, you have two Big Ten parties in the United States. You need a coalition. And Donald Trump, not only able to run the numbers among his traditional base, but also pick off a sizable number of votes from minority communities, in particular Latinos, some black men, not many, but many more than before, also voting for Trump. And the first-time voters, young voters in some of those critical swing states like Wisconsin, opting for Trump instead of Kamala Harris. Usually young people tend to veer more towards the left, not the right. So Donald Trump, effective. His anti-immigrant message is couched inside of the issue that was first and foremost on the minds of voters that we spoke to, going to areas outside of Washington, D.C., and that was inflation and who's going to help them with the economy. The macroeconomic numbers look good. The United States, low unemployment, inflation coming down now, but they've been hit hard since the pandemic. And thus, that is something that the Harris campaign decided not to focus on, instead focusing on the fact that, well, democracy, rule of law, reproductive rights, turns out that in the end, the people's pocketbooks did indeed matter.
And François, look, as you say, the numbers do tell the story here. It is a major win for Donald Trump. The Republicans have won the Senate as well. They may win the House of Representatives too, meaning that Trump's capacity to implement his agenda, his power now, will be significant.
It will be significant, and there's unknowns on both sides. What kind of a Republican Party will it be this time? The last time he had traditional Republicans who went along with him, thinking once he's in office, he's a political novice, we'll rein him in, we'll be able to steer policy the traditional way. This time, we don't know what the Republicans are going to do. And on the Democratic side, how do they define themselves? How do they redefine themselves? Note, the vice president yet to speak. She is due to address supporters at some point in the coming hours.
François Picard for us live there in Washington, D.C. for the moment. Thank you very much indeed.